Hello everyone, in this lab I'm gonna show you how we can troubleshoot the issues that we might have with access lists in a network. So first of all, I'm gonna show you the topology for this network. As you can see, we have one corporate network on the left side. We have one PCA, we have one switch and a router in the head office, and we have loopback 0 configured for the web server. It actually represents a web server. Then it is connected to outside network via ISP, and then we have one PCC that is in our external network connecting to the access switch and the ISP. In this network, actually we have the issue with regard to the connectivity of this PC to the corporate network, to the inside network, and also we have some issues for the PCC connecting to the web server. So we're going to check the issues and how we can troubleshoot these issues. Of course, access lists are also configured to block some traffic from outside to inside, and also to allow some only a specific type of traffic from inside. So we're going to troubleshoot that. Also, we have the IPv4 and IPv6 configured with EIGRP in this network. So I'm just gonna, if we also look at the IP table, we can see the IP addresses that have been configured. So all the devices are preloaded with the configurations. We just need to do the troubleshooting. So I'm gonna jump to the topology. I have bit this topology, and I'm gonna just turn on my devices and let's check if we have any connectivity issue and how we can troubleshoot the issue. So the first thing I'm gonna check is to see if PCA can ping the corporate network or its default gateway, which is E00. So I'm gonna connect to this PC. First I will check the connectivity, and then I will go to the console of these router switches and start doing the troubleshoot. So I'm just gonna log in. So this PC is also configured both IPv4 and IPv6, and the firewall also is off on this PC. So okay, so I go to the command prompt and I click configure issue there. So I can see that the IP address is 192.168.1.3 and the gateway is 1.1. So what I'm gonna do, I will just ping the gateway, ping 192.168.1.1, and I can see that my destination is unreachable. So let's go to the switch and to the router and do the troubleshooting. Of course, on the switch we don't have any special type of configuration. It is just the access switch, short interface brief. Just the interfaces are on. Only we have VLAN 1 configured for management and access. Other than that, we don't have any special configurations on the switch. But on the router, which is the gateway, so first check the router configuration. As you can see, Ethernet 00, which is the interface facing the PCA, is in the open up state, but we cannot somehow ping it. So one of the tools that we can use always for troubleshooting, because here I'm sending pings, is the debug command, debug IP ICMP. So the debug is on, so it will generate the messages on the console if any issues that we might have when we are going to ping from PCA to the headquarters. So let's go to this PC and ping again. So as I'm pinging, as you can see, there are some messages generated on this, and it says the destination 11 from this source is administratively prohibited. So it means that there is some issues with the access list configured on this interface. So when I send ping, the IP address is 13 and the gateway is 11. Pinging again, and you can see some messages are generated. So I go to the interface configuration. I check the interface, show IP, interface Ethernet is 00, and when I'm checking this, I'm looking for this. I can see that the outbound access list is 101, the inbound access list is 102. So there are some access lists configured on this interface. And also if I show int Ethernet 00, I can see that two access lists 101 and 102 are configured on these ones. So let's go and check what are these access lists. Show IP access lists. This command shows me the access lists that are configured. So 101, as you can see, it allows only the traffic from one network, one IP network, from this network 192.168.11.00 with this subnet mask, with the subnet mask as 24 to any network. So, and the rest of the, so actually this access list is somehow only limits the traffic that is coming to the headquarters to this subnet. But when I look at the subnet is 11. And when I check here, the subnet of this network is 1. Actually the IP is 11 or 13/24. So first of all, this access list is not correct. So we have to change this access list. And the way actually we configure this access list, if I issue the command show one section access list, actually this is how we configure. In the configuration mode, we say access list 101 permit IP, and so what I'm going to do, first node access list 101, and then access list 101 permit IP 192.168.1.10, not 11.0.0.0.0, and the wildcard mask is 24 any, and the next one is 101 deny IP any. Now I issue the same command again. So I can see that now access list 101, now the correct subnet mask is configured. Now let's go and check again, ping the gateway. So still I cannot ping the gateway again, it says administratively prohibited. Okay, now if I go to show IP interface Ethernet 00. Now let's look 101. So it says the outgoing access list is 101. So we can specify the direction of the access list. It can be outbound for the traffic which is coming to the interface, or outbound going out of the interface. For this traffic it is coming, but it says outgoing access list is 101, which is wrong, and we have to change it. So if I go to show 1 I can see that 101 it says out, it should be in. So what I'm gonna do, I have to change the direction of this IP. I say no access. First I have to go to the interface level, then it's 0, 0. Access group 1 out, or let's just say IP access group 101 in. Now let's see. So it says now 101 in. Okay. So now let's go to the, and we can see that now we are pinging and it says that echo reply sent. It doesn't say that it is administratively prohibited. Now this issue resolved. Now there are two PCs here, so the other PC is in another subnet which represents the external network, so I'm just gonna log in and check the network. I want to check if I can ping from PC A to PC C. So I'm going to the command prompt. Put this side by side so I can see which IP addresses are going to ping. So if I go IP config, so as I can see the IP address is 33 and 31 is the gateway. So the gateway actually is the ISP, Ethernet 00. So what I'm gonna do, I will ping from here, ping 192.168.3.3, and you can see that I cannot reach it. And again, I can see that again this, because debugging is on and it says prohibited. So there should be another access list. So if I go to show IP access lists, so this 102, as you can see, there is another. When I first checked the interface, there was 102 also configured on the interface, and if I go show IP interface Ethernet 00, of course it says inbound traffic is 101, now outgoing also is 101, because when I changed the incoming interface, it affected the other one. So right now I have to, because it is the outgoing traffic from in this interface, so 102 should be set as the outgoing interface. There is no issue with the access list 102. So if I go to access list, it allows a TCP from any to any and echo reply, and it denies any other IPs. So there shouldn't be any problem, but right now, because this access list is not properly assigned to the outgoing traffic, we are having this issue because it is denying all the other traffic. So let's go and to the interface 00 and now show 1.8 Ethernet 00. You can see that this outgoing should be 102. So I say IP access group 102 outbound, and I issue the command again. So 102 outbound is set. Or if I show IP Ethernet IP interface Ethernet 00, I can see that the inbound access list is 101, the outgoing is 102. And now I go to PCA and try to ping again, and you can see that I can ping it now. Now, we want to also check this, because this router is also configured as a web server, and we have to be able to connect to this web server, or loopback is 0. So probably when I look at the access lists, so show IP access lists, I can see that there is the access list 121, which is an extended access list, and it is allowing the TCP traffic from any host to the host 192.168.4.1, which is the loopback of the loopback 0 interface, representing as a HTTP server, and denying all other traffic from any to the host 411. So first of all, 411 we don't have, and this is the IP41, which is not correct. This needs to be changed. Also, this port is 89, we don't have, we have 80, because we want to access the web server on port 80. So what I'm gonna do, I have to change these, and this probably should be applied on this incoming serial interface like 22, because when the packet comes from PCC, it enters the headquarter from serial 20. So if I go show IP interface serial 20, and I can see that the inbound outgoing accesses is not set, but the inbound is 101, 121, 121, 121, show IP access list 121. You can see this is the access list, but it is not, doesn't have the correct port configured, and it doesn't have also this subnet is not correctly configured. So what I'm gonna do, because I have to create this access list, I should command access. So it is better I just copy them all into the notepad. Open notepad. So what I'm gonna do first, I issue the command no access list 121, and then I change this to the correct port, and I change this to the port. Now I'm gonna paste everything here. So it first removes the access list, and then it corrects the port. So I paste, and now show one access, and as you can see, or show IP access list 121. As you can see, now it is showing the correct port 80, and the subnet is okay. Now let's go to PCC and see if we can access the web server located at headquarters. So I go open a web page, and for one, and it should ask for the username and password that we have set, which is admin and admin pass. And you can see that I can access the web server. And also if on the headquarter IP HTTP all, it will also, then I will try to access the web server again. Let's open a new tab. 19241, and you can see that it is showing it is connected, authentication just passed, and if it is for somehow there is issues, it will show you. Like if I hadn't changed that access list, I would run into issues. If I don't change, I will not be able to connect. If I don't change this access list. Okay, and also when I check the IP access lists, so 101, 102, and 121, they are all fixed, and there are no issues on them. Also on the ISP, let's see if we have any access lists on the ISP. Access list, so no access lists are configured here, and we are good now, so we can both access the web server by fixing the access list, and also from PCA we can now ping the gateway and the PCC in the external network with no issues. I hope you enjoyed this lab, and see you in the next lab. Thank you.